Hi everybody, it's Suzanne from Ohio. Well, I have my journal cover completed. I just wanted to show it and then on to the rest of my projects, which I have plenty lined up. Now, the journal cover looks wide, and it is because that's the front, this is the spine, this is the back, and this is what wraps around the edge of the pages. I think you've seen everything on the front. I finally got the bird stitched down and I left him a little puffy, and I'm happy with that. Everything is totally secured, and what I've been working on is the front to this pocket. Now, this is a pocket, and the pocket will be half on the back of the journal and a little portion of it on the fold-in flap. So if you can't make heads or tails of that, I'm just explaining because it is kind of sensory overload there. So I found this little piece of, this is just some kind of woven, almost like burlap wire that you make big bows out of for floral arrangements. And I thought it looked like a fence, so I put a little portion there. And this whole little nature area here is just done with old laces and scraps of tablecloths that I ink dyed and blah, blah, blah. I wanted some kind of foundation to lay my feather. Got the feather finished, and if you saw my last video, it was stump work. It has a wire around it, and it does bend up. I can bend it any way I want. I'll show you up a little closer. But I can see now that if it's going to be on this journal, I'm going to have to secure it down pretty close. And I gave him a little friend there on the ground, a little caterpillar. And I could have put something behind him to make him a little bit more obvious, but I always think it's fun, when your brain searches for something, finds it by accident. So, let's see. What about these? The things you haven't seen. I'm going to bring it down a little closer now that you've seen the whole thing. I want to show you this honeybee. I had to work out my own situation to get one this small. So, let's see if I can get myself on here and get it to focus. And I have some close-up photographs posted on the Facebook group if you want to look at them. But that's not bad right there if it'll focus and stay in focus. I don't know. Can somebody please educate me how to do all this stuff? It goes in focus and then right back out again. I'm going to try taking the autofocus off and see. Nope. It just has mind of its own, which I've said before. But I wanted you to see it has some turkey work on his body. Because when I looked at some photographs, they were kind of fuzzy. And I put some real tiny turkey work in there. In that little tiny space, I probably counted 40 stitches. And because it wasn't room to do the turkey work plus secure the stitch, I just left it as loops, and then I turned it over and put some fabric glue on the back of that. And I told you before that all these lavenders are cast on stitch, which I have just really taken a liking to. I might be overusing them, but they'll be forever secured in my brain. So I'm going to learning another stitch. So there's my journal cover, and I don't have a lining on the inside yet. I still have all my threads showing, but I'll get around to that as soon as I get my butterfly started, because that's just kind of preying on my mind. I want to get that butterfly started so that I don't have to do the thinking part of it, and I'll just have something ready to stitch when I get, sit down to sew. So I hope you like it. Um, Here's how the flap will fold in, and right there. I'll back out here just a little bit. Okay, so that's what it'll look like. The flap will fold in. I'll probably stay with a pretty simple lining because, ooh, it's just got so much stuff on it. Now, if I decide not to use this for my journal of stitchery, I'll be putting this on my Etsy site. If you're interested, you can check there, but I'll make a notice first in a video. All right, it's a lazy Monday morning here, and I've got to get started on other things. I so appreciate you watching, and thank you for all your wonderful comments. If you enjoyed seeing it, leave me a thumbs up, and I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.